Hi, so for today, I want to talk about dealing with negative people. And I reference this to Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. He has a chapter all about it. And he's basically saying, like, whatever you think and feel about the most, your subconscious mind picks up on that and it starts to manifest circumstances and events that correspond or match what you predominantly feel. Like that's like some of the things that he definitely goes over within the book. And he's saying that when you're like dealing with a negative person, like, and he's saying like a negative people are people that are just distorted, and not in those words, but he says like basically in other words, like they're distorted, they're messed up, their way of thinking have become negative, and they're just some people are just become really pessimistic and just negative, right? Just the way how they think is just messed up, right? And these people can be, it could be anybody. It could be your coworker, could be your friend, could be your family member. Some people are two-faced, to act one way, but really they act with you another way and stuff like that. So, like, the best thing to do is, according to Dr. Joseph Murphy, is to not react in kind, and to return good for evil. And because if you were to react in kind, then you would to descend to their negative level, right? With all the effects that would have on your own being, right? So not only would it, you would react in kind, you would get angry, you would get upset. Your first initial reaction would be to, like, let's say somebody says something rude to you, mean to you. Your first reaction, he says, first you would have to you think about it first in your mind. Like you would have to think about what was said, and then you would have to develop a negative emotional reaction and then react back in kind. So then that would, um, you know, get you all angry and whatever, and then it would probably ruin or mess up your day. So he says to return good for evil, which is very hard to do. I'm telling you, it's really hard. But he says for me, I probably just would walk away or just try to avoid negative people altogether. But sometimes it's like they're really hard to avoid. So I definitely would just, what he recommends is to return good for evil, and basically just uh, like, free yourself from that energy. You know what I mean? Try to just realize that some people are just messed up, and you have to just rise above it
Hey, Mom.
and stuff like that. Andre, Brian, give me 1 minute. I'm just recording this, and I'm almost done.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie. Yeah, and just try and like go back to your aim in life. He says go back to focus on your aim in life. What are your long-term goals? What are your bigger goals? Focus on that. Let go of what this person has said to you. It could be anyone close to you, like I said, friend, ex-friend, family member, brother, sister, mother, co-worker. It could be anybody. And you have to be like your own cheerleader. Know who you are. Know your worth, your value. Know within your heart, within your mind, that you are a good person and that you're good to go. And don't let other people be the your validate. Don't seek it valid. Don't seek validity from others. You know what I mean? Like, they don't need to approve or disapprove you in order for you to feel good about who you are, or love yourself, or know that you are that you are the shit. And like, even if someone tells you, like, you know what I mean, because trust me, there are some really messed up people out there. I mean, there's always a bad apple or three or four, right? I'm sure the majority is good, but there's always going to be those people that are just weird. And like, I mean, they'll say some shit and then they expect you to be cool with them like the next day. But no, I don't do that. I mean, yeah, you don't want to hold on to grudges, but if these people have a repetitive negative attitude, then you just need to cut them off. Seriously, like, find a way to just cut them off, you know what I mean? And just surround, because there's so many more positive and good people out there that you can find to be with, and just let them go. So I just really wanted to talk about this today, because I know how hard it can be, sometimes when you don't have anyone to turn to or anyone to like reinforce your self worth. or to just, you know, let you know that these people are just messed up. They have a negative way of thinking, and you're just on a higher level, and you just need to transcend. Keep on, um, you know, paying attention to your end goal, like affirming, reaffirming, telling yourself that you love yourself, that you are this, that you are that, and keep on feeling that and telling yourself that until your outer world will start to manifest and correspond to what you want. And you'll feel better, you know, you'll feel better, and you'll, you know, it's better to think that and to do things that make you feel good. So I just really wanted to like share that with you today. And hopefully, you know, if you're listening, you really needed to hear that. And I just want you to remember that, you know, some people, like, they're just messed up, and there's really nothing that you can do about it other than just try and like just ignore them, or try and find a way to avoid them by any means necessary, and just to live your best life. You know, surround yourself. If you don't have anyone thing or anyone to like surround yourself at the moment with that are positive, then just find something positive to do. You know, watch some good shows, do your art, do your sport, go for your walk, eat your healthy food, do something good, you know what I mean? And just know that, and focus on what you want, you know, affirm them, script them, write them down, read them back to yourself. Anything that, you know, you will sink into your mind, right? I feel like, you know, when you um, like you watch a movie or you see somebody like all the time, like that becomes a part of your consciousness, right? And certain aspects of that you'll start to dream about because it's part of your world. But now you're adding like a new idea, concept, or yeah, and a new idea, concept, right, through these affirmations or visualizations, new feeling states, right? So like you're adding a new state of consciousness to the mix, which your subconscious mind will, in time, it will manifest it, right? You will start to see things that match those very things, right? And the thing is, like, the people that start to notice the connection between their, because there's a time delay, right? But people that start to notice the connection between their thoughts, their emotions, the predominant thoughts and emotions, and then like, and then you can connect it to when it, at the time that it manifests. That's when you start to be ahead of the game, right? Because there's like a feedback, there's a loop from the things that you focus on the most, and then you actually experience in reality. But now you're going to be doing this deliberately, so you don't want to focus on the negativity, the negative. You have to think greater than, you know. And even though it might not happen right away, if you stick to the script, if you stick to it, it will happen. But you just have to be brave, right? With courage, right? Like in French, it says, when, you know, when you say good luck in French, it's bon courage. So you have to have courage. You have to have good courage when you're dealing with, when you're trying to overcome certain negative people or handling negative situations in your life. Just persist and know that in time, you know, if you keep going, it will match. You know, you will experience those very things. So yeah, I just want to leave you with that. And you know, if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.